was actually the worst. I didn't, well, not the worst, but I didn't think I would be scrubbing as hard. Right there, let me get my finger out so it'll refocus. There was something, I don't know what that was. And if you're a mom, you've probably said that many times before. I don't know what that was. But it was something. It took a lot of scrubbing. I didn't use the brush. I ended up just using this brush that's included here. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to use it as a brush. But I will tell you guys, this is not my favorite thing in the world. Um, I might have to try to find a different attachment. And I don't know if it's supposed to be safer to use on upholstery, like if it's a little bit more upholstery friendly, or if it's harsher on upholstery. I have no idea. The other thing, so I've just done with this hand tool, the recliner and these 4 chairs, and my wrist is really hurting. Now, I'm pretty tired right now. I've been up all day, but the way you have to hold this, even when you're not, you know, holding it with one hand, just the way that you have to hold this and the angle at which you need to put it in, not very user friendly. But would I do it again to save myself $100? Most definitely. Again, I used to unscrew these, take them outside, hit them with the hose, and then take like a bristle brush and scrub at them, hit them with the hose again. They'd have to wait outside all day to dry, and then I'd have to screw them back in. Like, I told myself the last time that I did it, I'm not doing this again. I either am going to reupholster these to like a pleather that's easier to wipe up, or get a carpet cleaner and with an upholstery tool. So would I do this again? Most definitely. Even if it is a little rough on your wrist, um, maybe I just have weak wrist from quarantine. Who knows? So here is my dirty water. I don't know why people like dirty water. I like it too, though. Yuck. Not any hair. I vacuumed them before I did it, so there shouldn't be much debris in there. Just dirt, just dirty water. So again, all in all, I am very impressed. I'm actually like not even dreading not even dreading cleaning this. Like, I know it's going to be a pretty simple process. The only downside to doing it at night, I was trying to save some energy and not do it when it's 115 degrees outside. But the only downside to it is like I can't just put it out on my patio really quick and it dry in 5 seconds because it's so hot. So I'll probably just put it by the window, open up the window so when the sun comes up in the morning, it can dry it out, and make sure that I'm not storing it away to catch any mold or mildew. The last thing, so this time around, I don't feel like I did anything different, but here's now the solution tank, and I feel like it didn't even use any solution now. Maybe that's why I was scrubbing a little bit harder. I don't know. I'll have to compare pictures to see, but that looks pretty much the same. It smells like it was using solution, so who knows? I was a little weary. I was a little skeptical, not weary. I was a little skeptical about this smartwash thing and choosing the water for you, choosing the amount of solution. I don't understand the chemistry, so I guess that's why I don't trust the technology behind that. But it did not use a lot of solution this time, so that's weird. That's all I have. I will clean regular carpets. The carpets in my house is a little bit newer, so they're not too bad. I did have them professionally cleaned about a month ago, and I was not happy at all. Like, I think they did a terrible job. And I was really mad that amount of money that I spent on them cleaning the carpets. That's why I didn't have them do my chairs and my couch and the rug in here, because the carpets that they did in the bedrooms was so terrible that I was like, I'm not going to pay you any more money to do a terrible job. So there are some spots that I know can come out if they had just done something a little bit different and taken their time. They kind of just whoosh, 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 whoosh. Because you know how they have to. That's the only way they're making money is if they're in and out of your house. So the carpet at a family member's house of mine is a lot older, has a lot more wear. So I am really excited to use it over there. And that's the video that you're going to want to see to really get a good indication of if this carpet cleaner is the bee's knees. So far though, I'm pretty happy. Only dislikes, pet tool. But maybe if you have a pet, you'll love it. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna clean up. I'll go ahead and show you guys the cleanup process, just so you can see how easy it is. I'm honestly not sure how to clean these hoses, so we will learn together. Okay, so it's pretty simple to take this off. You just pull this, and I mean, it literally just pops right off. And then the brushes have the same thing. They have these little clips on them. Mine broke off. I mean, it didn't break. They're supposed to come off. But this little piece here, right there, it says lift. Mine fell underneath the couch and blah. But then the brushes here. So I'm just going to use my sprayer on my kitchen sink and just spray this stuff down. And with some cool water. I'm not even going to use hot water. I'm going to put these things back on to protect. I'm not sure why they would come off. So if you know why these come off of the brushes, or if I should leave them off when I'm rinsing them down, I feel like I shouldn't. But if you know, let me know. Leave it in the comments because I have no idea. I'm far from an engineer. I did notice when I pulled the hose out, which I was a little bit suspect of, when I pulled it out, there's still being some water. One thing that I did read is when you're finished to kind of spray, pull on your trigger to release the air and also any leftover water or formula that you have in here. So to release this, you just press on that gray button. It says to hold firmly and then pull apart. There we go. So I'm just going to let this hose sit in my sink like this to kind of drain out while I'm cleaning these other pieces or rinsing out these other pieces. Now, you're not supposed to use any type of solution to do that. So that's what we're going to do. So here you just pull this off and voila, nice and clean. Again, there's no small crevice here. It's just this piece. So this is where you're pulling your suction from. Sorry. That gap there is where you're pulling all of your suction from. And that's it. Just grab a paper towel to kind of wipe things off as we go. Get out a towel. I'll have to read again to see if you can use some Dawn dish soap. At least on these parts, just plastic, so it shouldn't hurt. I'm going to run some water through there. Okay, so right here on the outside, and then on this brush here. And give it a good shake, and leave it on the towel to dry. Next, I'll do these brushes. Like I said, I'm just going to hit this with the spray. Same thing here. Ugh, where's my camera? Same thing here. You don't have that gap. It's just one piece of plastic. So there's nothing to kind of try to get my fingers into or anything like that. It's really, really neat, really clean. Hit it with a good spray. And I'm sure you could do this outside too, but it is like 1 in the morning and I'm not about to do that. All right, there you have it. Now, if weather permits, of course, I would put this outside just to get really dried out, especially that hose. One weird thing was cleaning the hose. I just kind of held it up, kind of like, I don't know if you've been to college and had a keg. I kind of held it up, kind of keg style, and let the water fill up and go through, and then pulled the hose and let it drain out the other side. I am going to just leave it like this overnight just in case something else drains. Now the issue is this is a really long hose, which is great if you're cleaning stairs or something far up or down, I guess. But if you don't have stairs and you don't really have a need for a long hose, it's kind of hard to maneuver and hard to manage. So I guess it could be a good thing, but it could also definitely be a little bit difficult to clean. So I'm gonna have to figure out some way to hold up this hose so that I'm sure all of the water is draining and it's not just sitting where it's laying parallel to its surface. So I want to elevate one end so that all the water can drain out. Other than that, though, I mean, everything cleaned up easy. The last thing I'm going to do is just grab a little Clorox wipe and go through and sanitize. So here is where you'll see just some dirt and some dust and stuff like that. I'm sure if you have more dirtier carpets, then you'll have some more of this. But I mean, I'm just gonna take a Clorox wipe and kind of wipe through it. Yeah, yuck. Just some lint. Some lint. So, not a huge deal. Not sure why there's red lint. Maybe someone did have this, guys, and I just didn't know. Oh well, use it now. So, yep, just cleaning that, wipe stuff down. This is like an investment now, so you want to make sure you keep it clean. I haven't emptied out my tank yet. I will. I'm just going to dump it down the toilet and flush. And I am going to take out the water. And as you saw, I still had some solution. So I'm just going to pour it back into the bottle that it came in. So that's all. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I will try to get to them and answer them to the best of my knowledge. Again, I am not a YouTube star or a YouTube professional, so I'm sorry if the camera was shaking and all over the place and you got crazy angles. I just wanted to be informative. I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts for someone else out there that was looking into the Hoover Smartwash Pet Complete.